Hey, little update, guys. We're headed to the Wurlitzer factory right here that's been refurbished, the main tower. We're going to an antique craft show there. The Wurlitzer factory's been repurposed. There's about 60 businesses in there now. The whole factory's still there. It's a half a mile long. The only thing missing is some of the smokestacks in the back. Go up one more, hon. You'll have to take a left right over here. You should be able to get in. They'll have to let you cut in.
That's why I wanted to go there.
There it is, right there. So we'll see what happens here. Let me just pan around here. We're on hallowed ground here. The mighty Wurlitzer factory in North Tonawanda, New York, which is a suburb of Buffalo, New York. One of the towns that butts up against the city, or near it. And there it is. There's the mighty Wurlitzer factory tower, most of it all redone. We're about to get a little closer, and we're going to take a little tour in there, and you're going to see some cool stuff. So follow along, and let's take a little journey. Okay, I'm standing in front of the world famous Wurlitzer factory in North Tonawanda, New York, which is a suburb of Buffalo, New York. About 8 to 10 miles from the city, and here is the front of the building, the mighty Wurlitzer building. The only jukebox factory still standing. It's still a half a mile long, and the guy that owns it is Tom Austin. I'm friends with him. He restored a lot of the tower, and he's got a lot of businesses in here, 40, 50 businesses. He's got a chocolate factory, an old-fashioned ice cream shop, a chocolate candy store. There's catering, you can hold weddings here, there's heating and air conditioning, there's a guy making documentary films. And you can see how long this is, way down there. So come with me on a little tour. We're here for the second annual Christmas crafts sale. And then we're gonna go over and tour some of the signs and pictures of the factory, and then into the candy and the ice cream parlor. And you'll be able to see the factory. These are the fountains that were restored by Tom Austin, the guy that owns the Wurlitzer factory now. I'm friends with him, and I've interviewed him a couple times, and he restored the fountains here. He takes the goldfish out in the winter so they don't freeze. So he's got the fountains working, he's got the music going, and the guy's really an innovator and somebody that really cares about the history of the Wurlitzer factory and keeping it. And just think, this whole thing was almost knocked down. And now he's got 540,000 square feet of space to rent out for your business. So let's go on a tour, see what's going on, show you a little bit inside the factory as we walk around and see some historical photos. So let's go on in and take a look. Walk up the stairs, and there's this big banquets and catering huge area here where you can hold weddings and parties, and they've got a bar, and a lot of vendors are up here for the craft show, Christmas craft show. You can see here's the bar. This guy Tom Austin, who owns the Wurlitzer factory, I'm friends with him now. He's repurposed a lot of the factory in the tower area, and he's done a really good job. You can rent this space out. You can see there's more food and vending down here, beverages and food. You can rent this space out. It overlooks the parking lot. Hello, for your event. So really cool stuff. History here at the Wurlitzer factory in North Tonawanda, New York, which is a suburb of Buffalo, New York, where all the great Buffalonians worked on the great Wurlitzer jukeboxes. Some of the elevators in the Wurlitzer factory, they decorated them. This is one of the wall boxes from the 1950s. And we're here at the Wurlitzer factory. It was repurposed for the second annual Christmas craft sale. Very cool. really cool bar here. Nice event space. You can rent this out. They'll set up the tables and the chairs for weddings and stuff. Right now they're having the craft show, Christmas craft show, November 2019, in the Wurlitzer factory. We just came down this hall here, cutting over from the tower area, and these are some photos. There's still a lot of places in this place. Obviously, there's like 540,000 square feet of space. This is going to lead to Platter's chocolate factory. And then they have an old-fashioned sit-down ice cream parlor with couches and chairs. And then they have an old-fashioned candy store in here. And they have tours come over. These are some of the photos from the Wurlitzer factory that you can see here. Some of their history. This used to be where the trains would come in the back and when they unload all the raw materials and stuff. As you can see, there's some more over here. There's a bunch of them. We'll tour down here. Some of the factory workers, most of these people, a lot of them were probably immigrants that came over, but they all were Buffalonians. It means they're from Buffalo, New York, or the suburbs. And these are some of the workers that worked here. There's one of the famous photos with some of the Wurlitzer executives in it. There's the tower when we first came in. Let's check out some other photos here. This factory was actually a half a mile long. You can see the main drag. Look at the old cars. Here's the tower again right here. And then you can sort of see, let's get a little focus going here. See if we can focus on that. Yeah, some of the old cars here. You can get a better view. That would be the main drag coming in. More factory workers. So this is the cabling for their like organs and stuff. That's the department for the cabling right there. There's another great photo here. The factory workers. You can sort of see these guys are working. It's really great stuff. There's some more of the factory. It's where it all happened, folks, right here. North Tonawanda, New York, at the Wurlitzer factory. The factory was a half a mile long, and it still is a half a mile long. 540,000 square feet of space. There's another view of it from the back side. This is no longer here. Some of the chimney stacks are no longer there. And they had some other buildings back there. Let's go ahead up here and take some more video. I'll show you some more of the actually how big this was. And it stretches all the way down. So here's the tower. Here's where we're going to be right over here. This is the whole part that they redeveloped for the chocolate factory, the old-fashioned candy shop, and ice cream parlor. It's huge. The main tower has been redeveloped. There's all sorts of venues in here, and there's lots of businesses over in here. And this goes all the way down. And like I said, it's a half a mile long. Now there's a Walmart over here, but this is all still here. This is all still here. And the trains would come in the back and unload all the raw materials. And he even restored the fountain here. There's a fountain, and they would take the goldfish out of the fountain before it froze and brought it up to the 5th floor here, and they had a tank. Okay, my battery ran out. I grabbed my wife's phone this time so I can finish this. But again, this is a bigger photo. Again, we're going to be over in here where the chocolate factory, the old-fashioned ice cream shop, and the whole factory's over here. And there's your tower, and you can sort of see how long this building is. Look at it go, all the way down, and then all the way down here, all the way down with the railroad track in the back. You know, you had your main chimney stack right there. And that's an overview of the Wurlitzer factory. Let's take a look at some of the other photos here. Just wonder what they're thinking, how much they're making, how many jukeboxes and organs they made. Really great photos. Here's a really good one right here. I'll try and focus. Maybe he's the foreman right here. There are these guys. They're wearing ties to work. This guy is particularly interesting. Young guy there. Yeah, they're doing some work. Got some testing equipment there. Well, one thing I noticed down here was getting back here, you got the Westinghouse Electric Manufacturing Company out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Westinghouse. So those were some parts they were using. There's some parts in here. It's pretty interesting. All right, let's go in here. This is where the chocolate factory is, where they make all the chocolate and stuff. They ship all over the world. You can take a tour of them making all the candy and everything. Another view of the factory. And we had one other thing. Where did it go? Oh yeah, right here. This is neat. So the 1928 metal pipe department. This photo is in the exact location you are standing now. And that's where they fitted all the pipes for the organs and stuff like that. It's really cool stuff. All right, let's go over to the candy store and the chocolate factory. Here. And this is the name of the factory, Platter's Chocolate Factory. You can see they have the Wurlitzer logo of the tower here. And then we're going to get into the factory and the ice cream shop. Very homey. And you walk around that way and there's windows to look into the chocolate factory. Let's take a little tour over here. The ice cream lounge shop is over here with desserts, and this is the chocolate shop where you buy all sorts of goodies. Any kind of chocolate you can think of, they make it. Pretty much everything you can think of. They even have a big display case there, and you can buy whatever little ones you want. You can make a mixed selection or something like that. There's a parking lot that's absolutely packed to the gills. He replaced all the front windows of this place. A lot of money. Yeah, look at all this candy. Oh yeah. Love the lighting. All right, we're going to take you over to the ice cream parlor lounge area, dessert area, and show you. All right. We're right here in the checkout, and they have these vintage things that you would press to make your designs for the chocolate. It's really, really cool right here. I really like that. Now I'm going to take you around to the dessert area and the ice cream shop real quick. There is your menu up there. Try to focus. You get an idea of all the stuff that they serve here. Yeah, the Wurlitzer factory. Who would have guessed that? Let's walk around here and we'll show you a little bit. The lounge area. We got plenty of chairs and stuff, free Wi-Fi. This is where the line starts. People are walking in and stuff. Just give you an overall feel of what it looks like. Show you real quick. We'll turn around. Just fabulous. Taking something that was very important in the history of jukeboxes, New York State, Buffalo area. North Tonawanda is a suburb of the city of Buffalo. It's about 7-8 miles to get over to North Tonawanda, give or take a mile or two. You can see all the ice cream and all the different stuff that you can get here. And there you go. Hope you enjoyed the tour of what we saw today at the former Wurlitzer factory, now repurposed with many businesses in it, and a little bit about jukebox history. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.